Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Software Inc. Welcome back to the Road to 1 Billion Challenge. I'm, of course, the ConflictNerd, and today's interesting. Today is very interesting. We're not doing very well, and I'm not quite sure how to respond to that. I'm not used to not doing well in Software Inc. You know, we're 3 seasons in now, and we're not doing very well. It's something I'm not accustomed to this. I'm really not sure how to respond to this. But I do have faith that Contendo Antivirus may do some good things for us. Well, it needs to. You know, we have 3 teams now. This thing needs to do amazingly well. Although what I would like to do, perhaps, is just maybe make these rooms a little bit better. Because that one's, 97% environment. This one's 95%. I want to make the environment a little bit better, I think. Make it a more pleasant place for people to work. Just make it better for them to be in here. That's 98 already. Let's put a clock in there. I think there might already be a clock in there. That's 90. Yeah, there's 2 clocks in there. It's fine. One of them can be, one of them will be a different time zone, I'm sure. That'll totally explain it. Can we get a plant in there? Can we get the big plant? I mean, I could... No, I can't. I can get a plant on the corner, though. That's 100%? Okay, 100% environment. Okay, that'll do. This room is 97, if I'm not mistaken, so we need something in here to make it a little bit better. Would one of these do it? That's 99. We can get another clock. We'll get another one. There we go, 100. There's 3 clocks in that room. That's an interesting design choice. There we go, 101, and this room is fine. There we go. Okay, that's gonna hopefully improve things a little bit. Everyone seems to be heading off home, which is fine by me. We aren't actually making any money on Spark Studio or the Spark engine anymore, which isn't actually very good. Let's put that on... Oh, that's actually the AV team doing that, so let's switch that back to AV. There we go. Contendo Antivirus is ready to promote. Let's get that done. Let's see if we can maybe release it today. No, it's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be the second half of April 1985. I'm really hoping this will be a good thing. I mean, it needs to be. It really needs to be. Let's go ahead and release this. Let's assign it to the marketing team. See what we can do here. There we go. Marketing, do your thing. Make it amazing. Do some good things, marketing. That's what I need you to do. You could probably stop marketing the Spark engine and Spark Studio as well. We're going to take this chance. We've put all of our eggs in one basket. And the results are... How much? 796,000! Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Okay. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is half a month as well. That isn't even the full month. That is half of a month we've made that. That is phenomenal. We are the first people to make an piece of antivirus software, aren't we? That is totally what it is. We just released, look at release date, we are the first company to release an antivirus software. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I didn't set the rule that I couldn't buy out companies in this season, well, I won't buy out companies. I'm totally going to buy everyone else's antivirus software, and I'm going to dominate that portion of the market. I'm going to do that because we need to. That is something that's very important to this company. Now, here's the thing. The AV guys aren't actually doing anything now, and I think they also went on vacation, which is interesting. The AV guys aren't doing anything, so I should probably give them something to do. I mean, we are doing Army Tycoon 2. I think what we're going to actually do here is we're going to... I mean, we have a bit of money. We're going to expand our land. We're going to expand across the road. It's a bit expensive to do it, but we're going to do it. We're going to expand across the road. We're going to go to there. And I'm going to make a new building. And this building isn't going to be for our current team. This building is going to be for an operating system team. That's what this is going to be for. This is going to be for the people that are making our operating systems. This is effectively going to be our new main building. But it isn't for... It isn't for this particular... The people that we have right now. Let's make an interesting looking place. Let's have a lounge near the entrance. A nice big lounge there. We'll have a... I guess we can have a small entrance there. We'll have a side entrance is what that'll be. We can have some bathrooms here, I suppose. That's probably worth doing. That is not quite what I wanted. We'll do another one like... I'm going to need to extend that room like that and then split it in two, aren't I? Let's do that. There we go. So we'll put a bathroom there. Or a few bathrooms there. And then what we'll do is... I don't know what way to split this up. I think a meeting room could be useful here. I'm making this up as I go along. It's 9 by 5. I think I want 9 by 6. Or maybe 10 by 6 would be a good one. Which can actually get me a couple more... I don't know, maybe bathrooms and a meeting room is a bit silly, though. That seems a little bit silly to me. Maybe we'll do this. We'll split the meeting room and give that another corridor and put 5 bathrooms down there. Which will be interesting. Just a couple of bathrooms near the lounge. We'll expand this to be that again. Alright, that should be fine. Now what we obviously need is a reception area, which I would quite like to be there, I think. So this will totally work. So that's going to be reception. That's going to be a lounge. This is going to be a corridor with a side entrance. This will be a corridor with the bathrooms there. I think at the back of the building we could probably have an office. Actually, no, that can't really be an office. That can be a marketing team. We can have a small marketing team down there. We could probably move our current marketing team out there if we really wanted to. That might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. We'll see. The problem here is obviously we need to make room for the development teams and all that stuff. So let's see what we can do there. Let's go ahead. How big is that? That's a 5 by 2 corridor. So we'll go 3, 4, 5. And then I guess what we'll do is we'll put another room here. That could be reasonable. Let's do, what's that, 7 by 7? Yeah, let's do a 7 by 7 room there. That can be a development room. We'll do another 7 by 7 here. Because what I think I'll do is I'll put my designers, my artists, and my programmers into their own rooms. So we'll see how this goes. So there's 7, 7, 7. I don't know how many people that'll necessarily hold, but we'll see. We can extend this down to there. And I guess, I mean, that's a meeting room. That is absolutely a meeting room. So I guess what we'll do is... I mean, that's the marketing room. So what I'll do is I'll put another corridor here. And that can be another door for entering this building. So that'll be interesting. Let's get the doors in here now. We'll do large door like that. Door. Get a door there and there. Now the meeting room entrance, or the marketing room entrance is going to be there. That's another entrance to the building. That's another corridor. Those are the bathrooms. So let's go ahead and get the doors for the bathrooms as well. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to be building ridiculously tall buildings. These are all going to be quite small. Not small buildings, but just they're not going to be tall is what I'm trying to say. Let's do some windows there. We'll do a few around the edges there as well. Like that, we can put one in the middle as well. We'll put a window there, and then we can put a couple in that space there. That looks alright. That'll be an interesting lounge. Each of these studios, I suppose, these development rooms, are going to have plenty of windows too. There we go. We'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do that. I think that's really all the space the building is going to need to take up at the moment. We are going to need more stuff on this side. We'll need a server room, but as for this, I don't think we'll use this space. Let's see. Okay. So I think in terms of servers, I'm just going to do a giant room, I think. I think I'll do a giant, well, maybe. We'll do another lounge, I think. Yeah, we'll do a small lounge. Not there, though. That's not what I want to. I'll do a small lounge here for the actual development team. This will be a public lounge. This will be the smaller lounge for the development team. That'll be okay. Then I want to do a small corridor here, which will be interesting. We'll extend that down a little bit. I'm, again, not quite sure what I'm doing here. I'm just totally winging this. We could do more bathrooms. We could definitely do more bathrooms. That could be worthwhile. I guess we'll do that. We'll do a bathroom there. We'll do a bathroom there. We'll make this a small square room, then continue that down. Okay, that actually sort of works, I suppose. Sliding glass doors just all around there, and there as well, and there. No, not quite there. I mean, I could put a sliding glass door there, but I think I would rather have a standard door for the lounge, to be honest. Then the server room can have a glass front to it. Just because it's a server room, it doesn't need to be anything necessarily exciting. We'll do some small windows there so guests can look into the server room from, that side. It's a bit different, I suppose. We'll do, no, I like having the door there, I think. I do like having the door on that side. Do a couple of doors for the bathrooms there. I really should have just cloned the bathrooms, shouldn't I? That would have made a lot more sense. The way I'm doing it is really the slowest way possible to, put bathrooms throughout this entire building. I may end up removing the rooms and doing it a slightly quicker way. That would probably make sense. Okay, the building is color. These aren't necessarily the colors that'll be sticking with it, but we'll see what we do with it. So, let's start at the very beginning. Let's go to reception, and we're going to need a desk. So, I guess the reception desk, since there are multiple entrances to the building, the location of the desk doesn't necessarily matter, so I'm just going to put it there. And then we'll put some waiting chairs just there. And I guess I could put another waiting chair somewhere in the room. I could put it there. That seems a little bit strange, though. I'll move it down one. I'm not a big fan of the color, but it'll do the job. It's good enough for me. There's a few places for people to wait. That's all that really matters at the moment. I will just be doing the bare essentials here, though. I'm not going to be decorating all of these rooms just yet. We also don't have a door entering that lounge. We can fix that in a moment. Let's go ahead and do a sofa, and we'll do a sofa there as well. Then I'd like to get a desk, and we're going to need a coffee machine. So we'll get the espresso machine there, and we'll do a fridge just over there. And of course, we're going to now need the door to the lounge. There we go. Okay, that lounge will totally do the job. We could actually get another sofa in there if I really wanted to, and I kind of want to. There we go. That'll be a good lounge. That should totally do the job. We can put some nice decorations in there as well. We've got plenty of space to do it. I'm also not doing lights at the moment. Completely ignoring lights just because I don't see the point until we have everything in. So, yeah, just going to ignore lights. We're going to bulldoze those rooms as well because I'm going to need to clone all of the bathrooms. So, let's go ahead and do that. I will put a light in there. And I don't really think I need a vent. So, let's go ahead and just clone that room. Put it there. Put it there. There and there. And then we need one there and one there as well. We definitely don't need the windows on these ones, though. There we go. That's a bunch of bathrooms in. I also think we probably don't need two doors on that one. Okay. Right, so that's the bathroom sorted out. This is the smaller lounge, which I suppose we can do now. Let's go to reception and get a sofa. And we'll get a sofa there as well. Okay, we'll go to lighting, and we'll get a corner lamp. I don't want a sofa there. And we'll get a lamp in that corner. We'll go ahead and go to needs. We'll get a fridge there. And we'll also get a nice table for an espresso machine as well, which will hopefully make everyone nice and happy. There we go. So the play, that's fine. It's not the most pleasant room, I suppose, but it will certainly do the job. I would like to change it up a little bit, though. I think the interior can maybe be a bit of a yellow color. Yeah, that'll do. It's not the most pleasant, but it's, again, color-coded, so there we go. Right, so that's the lounges done, that's the bathrooms done. The meeting room is... I don't know what to do with the meeting room. I think just a long table, to be honest. I think just a nice long table here. Like that. I mean, that'll not get everyone on the team in here, but it will certainly... You know, it'll certainly get a fair few of them. We'll just put the standard tables around it like that. I think that's fine, to be honest. I think that's okay. We can improve the quality of the room at a later point. But as meeting rooms go, I think that is a reasonable job. Let's go ahead and start putting some lights into the corridors now. So there and there. There and there. Let's put a light there and there. Put some lights by the doors, put some lights down that way, put some lights in the middle, put a light there, there, in the corner, there, and there. The server room's fine. This room has a light. I will put 2 more in it anyway. Put some lights there, put some lights there, and I guess we'll do these rooms in a minute. Okay, let's have a look at the server room then, because obviously this is going to need a fair upgrade, a fair bit of space. I'm not quite sure what the best way to do it would be. What are the servers that we currently have? We have these ones. We get these in 1990, so we're going to need to keep that in mind. I think best way to do it would probably be something like this. So, well, actually, no, this is actually very wrong, because this isn't going to let me put any ventilation in here, so maybe we'll not do that. We'll also go with the standard desks, because I really don't think we need the fancy ones. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. And then that can be 2 rows of servers, which we can actually go ahead and put in right away. So, not very many servers, but I don't think our first operating system is necessarily going to need all that many servers. That should be fine. Temperature-wise, ventilation can go along there, and then ventilation can also go along there. And that should be okay. That should be fine. I will just go ahead and link all of these up now whilst I'm here. So select all of those servers and connect them. Okay, so that should be a reasonable server room. I will go ahead and just change the color, so the interior is more of a gray color, like that, and then the floor is also going to be a kind of, I guess, gray color as well. It's going to be a pretty miserable room. It's not a pleasant place to be, but it's not really supposed to be. I think the meeting room could do with another color as well. Maybe a different pattern inside as well. Something like that, just to change it up. I think that'll work. Let's go ahead and change the color, though, so that it's slightly better. Bit of a pink, maybe a bit of a purple. I guess, I think we'll go full pink on that, but then just lighten it up a little bit. There we go. I mean, that just looks like purple to me. Let's see, oh, that's the exterior. That's not what I want. Interior, pink. That's a bit better, I think. I guess that works. It's not the most pleasant, but it'll do the job. It definitely distinguishes the meeting room as something a bit different, which is kind of important. So that'll do the job. That will absolutely do the job. Let's go ahead and do the marketing room. Let's see what we can do with these guys. I think I just want something really simple, where it's just a straight row of desks like that, then a couple of chairs like that, and then I get, oh, they're not going to space out evenly, are they? All right, we can fix that. That's I mean, that's 5 people on the marketing team. I guess that does the job. I guess that'll work. That'll be fine. We can't actually get this TV. It unlocks in 1995. I'm pretty sure it is 1995. Yeah, no, it's 1985. Okay, well, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'll put a couple of bookshelves in there. That's facing the wrong way completely. We are also going to need ventilation in here, so we can do that. There we go. Get a bit of ventilation. We'll also go ahead and put a radiator down that end, and we'll put a radiator up at this end as well. Right, that should be fine. That should be a decent space for marketing. They can look out the windows and be miserable, because for whatever reason, whenever people look out the windows, they're miserable. That's their choice, I suppose. There's a bunch of paintings, which will hopefully cheer them up. We'll also go ahead and put that there. Apparently, we're putting paintings in here too. Okay, that'll do the job, probably. Can I also get a large plant? I can indeed. I'll put it by the door. Right, the decoration in there is 110%. In there's 102. In the bathroom, it's 75, but it's not really meant to be an exciting place to be. This is good. I'm really liking how this is looking. I am definitely really liking this. Now, how many people do we reckon we need for an operating system? I'm thinking 21. Or maybe 24. I think it's 24, so we need 8 people. We need 8 designers, 8 programmers, 8 artists. So I guess we can do that. 8 of each, that's easy enough. Let's figure out a good design here. So 1. So there's one desk. There's a second desk. There's a desk. There's a desk. There's a desk. And that's totally not going to work. If they were individual small desks, they'd... well, actually, you know what? Do that. Get rid of this section here. And then do the same down that side. We can get 4 on each side. Maybe we'll go 30 people. 30 people might... it's a bit expensive to do, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, we'll just do 8. That's fine. I like that layout. I do like that. Now let's get all the computers in. There we go. We have what we need. That'll house 24 people. And it should be pretty great. The rooms are all at 107% environment. They're all nicely cooled. All the computers are in there. We did spend a lot of money putting this new building together. But I think it should be good. Let's go back out of build mode. And we are taking a big risk, by the way. We are taking a huge risk. We need to hope that the antivirus keeps making money. But let's go ahead and manage teams. We'll not make the team yet. We'll do OS team. There we go. Let's add that. And what we'll do is we will assign these rooms to the OS team. We will assign this lounge and these 2 bathrooms here. We'll not assign bathrooms actually. We'll assign the lounge to the OS team. And I'm also going to assign the meeting room to the OS team. This can be marketing. This can be my marketing team. I will move them up there immediately. So we'll unassign marketing from there. But that should be interesting. Let's turn on room labels. So this is going to be OS team. This is going to be for designers. This one is going to be for programmers. And this one is going to be for artists. And then, I mean, I could get marketers for the OS team, but that seems a little bit silly. I don't really want them marketing their own thing anyway. So that's fine. This room's usage is going to be set to... that's the team I've set it to. I want the usage to be lounge. There we go. This is going to be an OS team lounge as well. There we go. This is going to be OS team meeting, I suppose. We probably will get an office for the OS team leader. I feel like it could probably go in that space there or down here, but we'll not do that just yet. That is going to be reception, so we are going to want to hire a receptionist. There we go. The receptionist can come in from... we'll do 1 to 5, I think, for the receptionist. We're also going to need to hire some maintenance and hire IT support, so we'll hire maintenance and have them come in 8 until 12. IT support is going to come in from 6 until 10. Because IT support works best when people aren't at the computers. So let's see. Let's go nuts. Let's turn off the ceiling lights as well, which we do have everywhere. I think we do. That's good. That's good. Let's turn off the ceiling lights. That's fine by me. Product's been reviewed. Everyone's coming into work, or everyone's leaving work actually. Let's see. It made 1 point. Yeah, that's fine. 1.4 million is fine by me. That is a nice sum of money. The marketing team should be... there they go. That's the marketing team going to their office. That's fantastic. We don't actually have any deals, which is a shame. I was hoping we would have some deals, but that's fine. That's completely fine. We have the cleaner. The cleaner probably not able to keep up anymore, so let's go ahead and hire another member of cleaning staff. There we go. Got the cleaner in, and there goes the receptionist, which kind of sucks. This is fine though. This is fine. We're still making plenty of money on Contendo Antivirus. That's all we need to be doing. That is all we need to be doing. We keep that up, we're fine. We're approaching 2 million, so I think it is probably time. It is probably time to hire everyone that we're going to need. So, let's hire some employees. We'll skip a leader right now. We'll go in with programmer. We're going to do... how many? Right, we have 4... We have 8 people in each role. There are 5 things for programmers. So I'm thinking... oh dear. This is tricky. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. I guess network isn't going to be important initially. So yeah, let's do 2 2D programmers. Let's sort by score. We have Dane Dixon here, who's 25 years old. That's pretty good. You are short-tempered and goofy. That's fine. That's fine. You can go on the OS team. You're pretty good at what you do, so that's fine by me. We'll see if this works. Lauren Scott is extremely bad. Ricky Gomez is very bad. Irma Smith is bad. I don't know if I'm going to be going for compatibility here or not, because their skill is sort of more important to me than anything else. Their skill is very important to me, and these people are very good at what they do. I mean, Irma... Yeah, I'm going to hire Irma Smith. She's a good artist. She'll... Well, I guess she won't be doing... I guess we do need to just go on programming stats, don't we? She has some good network skill. That'll come in very useful. She's hired. We're going to see what happens when they have bad compatibility, I think. There we go, 24 people on the OS team. That's not going to be a nightmare whatsoever. Let's have them work from... We'll do 9 until 6. We're going to take marketing back a little bit as well, I think. So marketing is going to be 9 until 6 as well. So 9 until... or 10 until... We'll do 9 until 6 for the OS team and for marketing. That should certainly be interesting. It did take a while to hire those people. Their compatibility is awful. But we'll see what happens there. Obviously, them not having a leader means the meeting room will go completely unused for a while, but I'm willing to let that happen. Let's start making an operating system then. Let's see what we can do here. It's going to be... I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to have GUI, 3D rendering, plug and play, multitasking, multi-threading, networking, approximately 5 years. I don't know that the company would necessarily be afloat in 5 years. The OS team will take approximately 3 years to do it. What can I take out of there? 3D rendering? 3D rendering will take out... I guess 3D is probably the weakest... one of the weakest points we have. If we take that out, it knocks it down to 2 years. Multi-threading would knock it down probably a bit less. Networking... I'm going to take networking out as well. Just because... I want it done quickly, and networking isn't a strong suit either. So, more than a year. Keyboard input, or 3D rendering, will knock it up to 2 years. We'll do more than a year. And QA testing will do approximately 2 years as well. That won't actually... QA testing doesn't actually knock down innovation, but I want to do it just because I don't necessarily want to mess that up completely. So... I don't know what to call this. Actually, I do. Contendo S. That totally works. Let's develop that. That's going to take a while. We are going to need to make some things, but I'm confident we can do it. Let's get the AV team working on a thing. Let's see what we can have them do. Let's go for... What is the last thing we released outside of Contendo Antivirus? My releases, most recent release before it was the Spark engine, so it was a visual tool. Okay, well... I mean, I guess we should probably do Wave 4. I guess. I guess Wave 4 wouldn't hurt. So within Audio Tool, it's going to be Wave number 4. A very creative name there. It's going to be using Spark Studio 2. It's going to be running on... I mean, int is possibly a good one to go for. Int, of course, they're not actually adding anything, though. These are some large operating systems as well. They're not amazing operating systems, but it's probably worth doing something for them, to be honest. It gives me good OS coverage, so I guess that's okay. Let's give that to the AV guys. Let's give that to the AV team as well. And start developing, I suppose. That should be, that's actually taking no time at all, which is fantastic news. An employee is complaining about a slow computer. Don't worry. The IT guy will get here fairly soon, I think. Or at least I hope. I mean, the IT guy is... I think that's the IT person. Which is great. I mean, you didn't seem to do anything there, so that's good to know. That's always good to know. Let's get the employees in, see what happens. Let's get my new team here today. Interesting, there they are. Yeah, we probably need some parking here at the company. Getting some parking is probably a very good idea. Let's see what we can do about that, because the buses are way too slow. So, build a road. I can build a road there. Interesting, I'll build a road there as well. So what kind of parking do we want? That kind, I guess, works. Sure, I'll allow that. I could put some parking there as well. I think I actually totally will do that, because we could totally... Using that space seems like a relatively good idea, you know? Let people drive... There we go. Let people drive to work, basically. There we go. That's everyone in. Contendo OS is taking its time, but the designers are doing their thing, which is fantastic news. They are using the lounges. They are, popping to the bathroom, all that good stuff. They're doing what they need to do, which is good. It's just going to take a very long time for Contendo OS to be a huge success. But Contendo Antivirus making us a lot of money there. 2.7 million for the company. That's always good. We don't actually have any deals, which kind of sucks. And the cleaners aren't doing a very good job either, so we may need to hire some more of those. Let's hire more cleaning. Let's have cleaning come in at, we'll have cleaning start coming in at noon, I think. Actually, 11 and leave it 3. We'll see if that helps at all. I do sincerely hope that it does, because the floors being filthy, I'm not such a fan of that. In fact, they did just clean it. They did totally just clean it, and I realized 27 employees have gone on vacation. Oh god, this is almost overdeveloped. That's great, the OS team just got here, and they've gone on vacation. Oh, how I love that. We have a deal. What is this? Some marketing for the Amp Tune Shop 3? I mean, I guess I could do it, but I don't know that I need to. We're still making money. We're up over 3 million now. We're doing okay. I think we're doing okay without taking that deal. Although, you know what, we will do it. We will take it because it will increase my reputation a little bit. So let's do that for those guys. Plus, it won't cost us anything. And we should also hire 2 more marketers as well whilst we're here. Let's go to marketer. Let's begin looking. Let's go by score. Let's go for Donovan Bass or Bass. It's difficult to tell. Someone might say Bass. Some might say Bass. He's not very good either way, so he's not getting hired. Let's find someone who is good for the team. Not you. Stacy Schwartz, not very good. Mona Jennings, not very good. Not very good. Come on, find me someone who's actually good for the marketing team. Apparently no one. What about Deborah up here? Normal? Yeah, you'll do. Normal's good enough for me. What about Isabel Clay down here? Jan Robertson is normal. That'll do. Okay, so that's 2 new people to the marketing team. I would like to go to those employees. I would like to have a word with those employees and sort out their skills, because these guys are very good at marketing. These guys aren't so much. So I'm actually going to send all of you off to get educated in the wonderful world of marketing. So let's start that education and see what we can do there. And you know what I'm thinking? I think I should manage my teams. I should go to OS team, employees. I would like to sort by role. And right now, my designers are the only ones doing anything. So, it might be a good idea to select all of my programmers and send them off to get, good at what they do. Because what are we designing right now? 2D system, audio. Yeah, let's get all these guys off to do some education in the wonderful world of programming, 2D whatever. So, they'll be off for 3 months doing that. My artists could probably be off for 3 months doing something similar with 2D art. So let's educate you guys in the wonderful world of 2D art. And that should totally help with the later stages of making Contendo S. That should totally help. We have some deals here. That's a little bit of money for designing their product. I don't think I'm too interested in that, to be honest. I really don't. I'm also really hoping I haven't wound up over designing Wave 4. I don't know if we actually maxed that out or if we're about to max that out. I actually have no idea. Let's accept all and close. There we go. Have we over-designed this? Let's find out. The answer is yes, by quite a bit. Okay, well, we'll develop it anyway. It's only going to be great quality, but that's fine. Great quality is better than, being horrible. It's not as good as outstanding, but it'll do the job. It will certainly do the job. Still making some good money from Contendo Antivirus. We really do need Wave 4 and good old Army Tycoon there to make some good money. That is something we desperately need. Also going to rename this bloody server because server lab is not what I want. OS Dev. There we go, rename. So got the OS Dev server in there. And that's pretty good. that's good. I think we're taking our first proper steps towards earning £1 billion. It's been a bit of a struggle, but we are absolutely getting there. Let's go ahead and promote Wave 4. Let's see if we can get that through beta nice and quickly today. Yes, we absolutely can. Let's release it. And put that in the radio, newspapers, television, all that stuff. Give that to marketing. And what we're actually going to do is we'll pause and we're going to start immediately on the next visual tool, which will be Spark Studio 3. That can run on these 3 as well. Okay, Wave 4 any second now. We should be seeing how much money that's made us. The answer is 61,000. That's not amazing, but it will certainly do the job. We're working in Spark Studio 3. That'll take a little bit of time, but that's fine. Contendo S is coming along. We're still making some reasonable money from Contendo Antivirus. I think we're good. I definitely think we're doing all right here. This could go really well. I think we'll leave it there for today. To be honest, folks, I am excited to see where the company goes from here. We have a nice big building. We have an OS team. I don't think I've ever had an OS team this early in the game either. Don't think I've ever had that, so that's definitely new and exciting, and it's a great thing. Anyway, folks, like I said, I'm going to leave it there, so thank you kindly for watching. This has been Software Inc., the Road to 1 Billion Challenge. I've been the ConflictNerd, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!